I'm realizing now I never reread any of this that I wrote, and I wrote it at like 6:30 in the morning. So I hope it's all like coherent and makes sense. So the movie opens, and we're introduced to a character played by Johnny Pemberton. You may know him from Son of Zorn. You may know him from Superstore. Basically, he comes home. He comes from a well-off, rich family. He's kind of a dick. He's never really had to work hard for anything in his entire life. Everything just gets handed to him. He got that rich family. He doesn't have anything to worry about. So he's out looking for drugs. His normal hookup isn't available because he mostly ghosted him because, well, he's a dick. So he finds a new guy. He meets up with him, and this guy gets the vibe, he gets what kind of guy he is. So he says, you know what? I got something special just for you. And he gives him the stuff. He goes home. He gets himself nice and cozy. He hits it up, and then shit goes wild. The room's spinning. Colors are getting vibrant. He doesn't know what's going on. He's wondering what's in this stuff and why did this guy give it to me? He thinks he's dying. Eventually, he passes out. Screen goes black. Then he wakes up the next morning, groggy, stumbling through the house, walks out the front door, and a little bell rings. And he notices he has no idea where he is. He starts wandering around. Everything is really bright and colorful. He's wondering, like, am I still on this stuff? What's going on? He starts seeing animals in the plaza, walking out of their homes, all walking upright, and they begin speaking to him in a language that for some reason he understands. So he's freaking out, eventually finds what looks like a town hall for answers, and he meets with a talking tanuki named Tom Nook. He screams to Tom that he wants out of this place and he wants to go home, but Tom informs him that Dodo Airlines doesn't open until tomorrow, and he'll also need to buy a plane ticket. But our main character doesn't have any money on him. And not only that, but he doesn't accept money. Tom Nook's only out for bells. So he tells him, if you need some bells, like you can work for it. So he agrees, and he says, we've got this island. We just moved in, but nothing's really done. So if you want to work, then we can pay you in bells. You can buy your ticket that you need, and you can find your way home. So our main character spends his day catching fish, chopping down trees, digging up fossils, and fixing up this place to make up enough money to fly home the next day. But along the way, he learns, the value of $1. He learns how to actually work for something. He learns about friendship as he becomes friends with all of these creatures that are on this island, and he becomes a better person because of all of it. This movie is simply called Animal Crossing. Are you speechless or what?
I'm speechless. Hey, do you guys want to go into film production and make all of these?
Post-credit scene, he wakes up in an insane asylum. He's been there for 15
so,
years.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he does these drugs, whatever. He's super fucked up. And then, like, he wakes up in the morning and you see that scene where he's just, like, stumbling and his hands are over his eyes. It can be, like, a first-person view. And it's, like, blacked out or whatever. And then he opens that door. And you know that scene, like, in Animal Crossing, anytime you open the front door, the bell rings and you just see the over, like, looking shot of the town or of your house. It's just that. That's when it kicks in. And that's when you see that first, like, Animal Crossing scene. And think about all the interactions he could have with like all the different animals on there, and he's just like doing all the little Animal Crossing bits of like chopping down trees and the fossils, and he goes and meets the fucking dumb owl and everything.
And he gets all these Nook miles, and he's like, I could go home now. He's like, but I want to keep exploring.
Yeah.
I wish I ever played Animal Crossing to know what the fuck you guys are talking about.
I have to fill the museum.
I think it's a home run, dude. I don't know. Like I think this is the one.